Welcome back to the explainer. Okay, let's dive into this. Think about a sealed soda can for a second. Inside that little aluminum cylinder, there's a really delicate state of physical chemistry at work. It's a closed thermodynamic system that, honestly, most of us take completely for granted every time we grab a drink. Today, we're unpacking the mechanics of something called Henry's Law to really understand the invisible, everyday forces of pressure. So I want you to think about this. Why does a sealed carbonated beverage remain perfectly stable, just sitting on a shelf for months, yet violently erupt the exact second you break that seal? I mean, we've all heard that super satisfying hiss, right? But pressure is actually doing significantly more structural work inside that can than meets the eye. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the dramatic contrast between these two states. When sealed, that liquid is packed under several atmospheres of pressure. We're talking up to 3 times normal atmospheric pressure. That intense squeeze forces the carbon dioxide to remain entirely dissolved, creating what's known as a supersaturated solution. But the very instant you open it, boom, you trigger a sudden massive pressure drop right down to 1 atmosphere. Suddenly, the liquid's capacity to hold that gas just plummets, causing that rapid escape we all recognize as fizzing.
And the incredible mechanism driving all of this is Henry's Law. Here is the golden rule. At a constant temperature, the amount of a given gas that dissolves in a given type and volume of liquid is directly proportional to the partial pressure of that gas above the liquid. Okay, in slightly simpler terms, having higher pressure overhead essentially forces more gas molecules to dissolve into the fluid down below. It's that simple, but it literally changes everything.
To really grasp the mechanics here, we kind of have to scale things down. We need to look at the microscopic level. What looks to us like perfectly still, static liquid is actually a chaotic state of dynamic equilibrium. It's this continuous, invisible molecular dance. Let's take a closer look at exactly how this push and pull exchange operates in real time. So molecules are just constantly in motion, dissolving into the liquid and evaporating right back out of it. When we artificially increase the pressure in the space above the liquid, like they do during the factory bottling process, we force more gas into the solution until a brand new, highly saturated equilibrium is reached. Shatter that equilibrium with a sudden drop in pressure, and the liquid forcibly expels all that excess gas. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why your soda bubbles over when you crack it open too fast. Now, while a fizzing beverage is totally harmless and fun, the physics governing it are absolute, and they scale up to some incredibly extreme environments. The exact same mechanics dictating your afternoon soda apply directly to human survival in the deep ocean. The stakes get real, very fast. You see, Henry's Law spans vastly different environments. In a commercial bottling plant, we know pressure keeps carbon dioxide safely dissolved. But deep underwater, the immense hydrostatic pressure acts on a scuba diver's air tank in the exact same way, causing nitrogen to dissolve dangerously deep into their bloodstream. And we can even zoom out further. On a planetary scale, the exact amount of life-giving oxygen dissolved in our lakes and oceans is directly tied to the atmospheric pressure pushing down from above. It's all connected. Let's zero in on the diver for a second. Breathing pressurized gases deep underwater means nitrogen dissolves into their tissues, directly mirroring the carbon dioxide trapped in our sealed can. Because of this, divers absolutely must ascend slowly to allow that dissolved gas to off-gas gradually. So the crucial point is this: a rapid ascent is the physiological equivalent of violently popping the top on a shaken soda. It causes nitrogen to violently bubble out of the blood. This results in decompression sickness, universally known as the bends, proving that this gas-pressure relationship is literally a matter of life and death. Henry's Law elegantly and perfectly explains the behavior of a single gas under pressure. It solves everything from our everyday soda mystery to critical deep-sea diving safety protocols. But this model assumes we are dealing with an isolated gas interacting with a liquid. And in the natural world, well, you know it's rarely that simple.
Which leaves us with a pretty massive lingering complication. Henry's Law governs a single isolated gas. But what happens when multiple totally different gases mix together in the exact same environment? How is all that pressure shared? Do they compete for space in the liquid? For that, we have to look to Dalton's law of partial pressures. But we'll have to explore that mystery in our next explainer. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll catch you next time.